Attack is not only about scoring goals. It's about creating space, forcing defenders to move, and making the right choice at the right time. Before you even think about starting an attack, you need to understand your team balance. If your wingers are fast, stretch the play wide. If your midfielders are creative, focus on quick passes and through balls. And if your striker is strong but not very quick, use him for hold-up play and smart layoffs. Always think 2 moves ahead. First create the option, then deliver the pass. But before we go deep into attacking strategies, you must first understand how to choose the right players for the job. This is one of the biggest secrets behind building a truly deadly attack in FC Mobile head-to-head. Because if you pick your wingers or strikers only by name or overall rating, without studying their stats or play style, you might waste a lot of coins on players who look amazing but fail in real matches. In FC Mobile head-to-head, every attack begins with one simple thing: the quality of your attackers. The difference between victory and frustration often depends on how well you choose your wingers and striker. At first, both positions may look similar, but in reality, they play completely different roles and need completely different attributes to dominate. Let's break everything down simply and clearly. The first thing to focus on is pace and acceleration, the engine of your attack. Speed is what makes your attackers feel dangerous, but how they use that speed is what separates great from average. For wingers, acceleration is everything. It controls how fast they burst from 0 to full speed. That explosive start lets them beat fullbacks and create space for crosses or shots. A top-tier winger should have acceleration and sprint speed above 130 if you're using high OVR cards. For strikers, both acceleration and sprint speed matter equally. Acceleration helps them break free from defenders on the first step, while sprint speed keeps them ahead during long runs. If your striker accelerates slowly, he'll always feel stuck, even if his sprint speed is high. In short, wingers rely more on acceleration, while strikers need a balance of both to stay sharp and deadly. Next comes dribbling, agility, and ball control. This is what makes players feel fluid and natural in gameplay. For wingers, agility and balance are the keys to changing direction quickly, while dribbling and ball control help them keep the ball close, even at full sprint. If your winger feels heavy or stiff, he'll lose the ball before making any move. Strikers don't need extreme agility like wingers, but they do need high ball control and reactions inside the box. If a striker has poor control, he'll fumble quick passes and waste golden chances. So always look for good dribbling, ball control, and reactions for smooth finishes. Now, let's talk about finishing and shot power, the heart of every goal. For wingers, finishing only matters if they often cut inside to shoot. If you're using inside forwards like Son, Rafinha, or Salah, finishing and shot power become crucial. For strikers, these 2 stats decide everything. Finishing controls accuracy, while shot power decides how hard and fast the ball travels. If your striker has low shot power, goalkeepers will easily block his shots. If his finishing is poor, even open chances might go wide. So never compromise on finishing and shot power for your striker. The 4th key stat is crossing and curve, the winger's best tools. Crossing accuracy decides how well you deliver the ball into the box, and curve controls how beautifully it bends around defenders. If your striker is tall and strong, your winger's crossing becomes the key to his success. For strikers, curve matters only if they take finesse shots. Players like Henry or R9 use that to curl the ball perfectly around keepers. Then comes positioning and reactions, the invisible intelligence behind movement. For wingers, positioning helps them stay wide, create lanes, or make diagonal runs. For strikers, it's everything. High positioning makes them appear in the right spot at the right time, and high reactions make them attack rebounds faster than defenders. If your striker feels slow to react, it's because his reactions or positioning are weak. Next is strength, heading, and jumping, the power stats. Wingers don't need much strength unless they play physical duels on the wing. But for strikers, strength changes everything. A strong striker can shield the ball, survive tackles, and score under pressure. If you like crossing, then heading and jumping are just as important. Players like Haaland, Drogba, and Lewandowski dominate defenders because of these stats. In short, wingers win with speed, strikers win with power. Now let's talk about weak foot and skill moves, the hidden weapons that separate good attackers from elite ones. A winger with a 4 or 5-star weak foot can shoot or cross from either side confidently. Skill moves allow better feints, roulettes, and quick direction changes. For strikers, a 5-star weak foot is nearly essential. It allows them to shoot instantly from any angle without hesitation. Combine that with 4 to 5 skill moves and you have a complete forward. Next comes work rates and traits. It is the silent factors behind player behavior. For wingers, the best work rate is high attack and medium defense. For strikers, it's the same. It keeps them forward enough to threaten, but not lazy in defense. Traits also matter a lot. For wingers, look for finesse shot, speed dribbler, and early crosser. For strikers, finesse shot, power header, and outside foot shot are perfect. Even a lower-rated player can feel much better if he has the right traits. Once you know all this, you can create the perfect combination between your wingers and striker. If your striker is tall and strong, pick fast wingers with great crossing. If your striker is small and agile, use creative wingers who play quick 1-2s and cut inside. That balance decides how effective your attack will be. After you've built the perfect attacking trio, the wingers with pace, the striker with power or precision, it's time to unlock the real secret: how to attack properly in head-to-head. Attack in FC Mobile isn't just pressing forward and hoping to score. It's an art. It's about reading your opponent, creating movement, and controlling the rhythm of the match. The best players don't just react, they plan 2 moves ahead. Every pass they make, every turn they take, is part of a bigger story they are writing on the pitch. When you begin your attack, the first rule is patience. Don't rush, don't panic. The moment you rush, you lose control. In head-to-head, control is everything. Start your build-up from the back. Let your defenders pass calmly between each other, then to your defensive midfielder and back if needed. This isn't wasting time. It's making your opponent impatient. The moment they press, switch play to the opposite side. That's your opening. That's how pros control the tempo. If your opponent presses high, don't force the ball through the middle. Use your fullbacks. Spread wide, move the ball along the wings, and push your wingers forward. Time your through passes carefully. If you press too early, you'll end up offside. Wait until your winger runs level with the defender, then send the pass. That perfect timing is what separates great players from average ones. But when your opponent sits back and refuses to press, you must invite pressure. Carry the ball forward with your midfielder. As soon as a defender steps out, release a sharp forward pass. That one decision creates space and opens the path to attack. A calm, smart build-up looks like this. The keeper plays short to the center back finds the CDM, who passes to the fullback, and then the ball moves up to the winger. The winger can now decide: cut inside, cross, or make a quick 1-2 with your striker. This rhythm builds confidence. Your opponent starts to chase shadows while you control every moment of the game. The wings are your biggest weapon. When you go wide, you stretch the defense and create gaps inside. If the opponent defends narrow, make them pay. Keep your winger on the line and let your fullback overlap. This movement creates confusion. The fullback doesn't know whether to cover your winger or your overlapping defender. If he steps out, cut inside. If he stays, pass wide. This 2-on-1 movement breaks defensive shape again and again. Crossing depends on your striker type. If your striker is tall and powerful, like Haaland, Drogba, or Lewandowski, go for high crosses. Time them perfectly so your striker meets the ball mid-air. Far post crosses are especially dangerous when your striker has strong heading and jumping stats. But if your striker is short and fast, use low or early crosses. A low-driven ball to the near post often creates chaos and easy goals. And when the defense stays deep, drive to the byline and pull the ball back to your midfielder or cam. Those late runs from midfield are pure gold. Now let's talk through balls, your secret weapon. Through balls decide tight matches. Timing here is everything. Watch your attacker closely. When your striker is level with the defender, send the pass. Ground through balls are safer, while lofted ones help skip midfield traffic. But always pass into space, not directly to the player. If defenders drop deep, try angled through balls between the center back and fullback. These diagonal runs are deadly. They break defenses apart before they even realize what happened. Dribbling is another key. Don't dribble just to show off. Dribble with purpose. Your goal is to move defenders, create gaps, or draw fouls. If you're using a fast winger like Vinicius or Salah, use acceleration and sharp cuts, not fancy skills. Sprint, push the ball, and when the defender commits, cut inside or pass. If your striker is strong, use him as a shield. Turn, hold the ball, protect it, and wait for your teammates. That single second of hold-up play can create an entire goal-scoring chance. When the defense is tight, use short passing triangles. Build quick 1-2s between your winger, fullback, and midfielder. One-touch football forces defenders to move, opening hidden spaces. If one side gets crowded, recycle the ball to the other. It's about rhythm and patience. When you move the ball like that, the opponent gets frustrated. and frustration creates mistakes. That's your moment to strike. Against aggressive players, long balls and counterattacks are your best friend. Win the ball, look up, and if you see open space behind their defense, go for it. Send a long through ball instantly. When their line is high, one accurate pass can destroy them. On counters, speed is everything. Don't hesitate. Move the ball forward fast. The less time they have to recover, the more dangerous you become. A fast diagonal run from your winger and a straight sprint from your striker? That's a recipe for a one-on-one. Your cam is the brain of your attack. He connects midfield to the forwards. Let him control the space between the lines. When your winger cuts inside, your cam should make a delayed run into the box. That late arrival often catches defenders sleeping. A simple cutback can turn into an easy goal if your cam has good positioning and composure. If your striker is built like a tank, use hold-up play. Let him receive the ball, turn his back to the defender, and protect it. Wait for your midfielders to move forward, then lay it off. This simple tactic helps you keep possession, control pressure, and attack with structure instead of chaos. If your player has a finesse or curve trait, aim for precision, not power. And when it's time to shoot, remember, power isn't everything. You have three main options: power shots, finesse shots, and placement. Power shots work when you have space and need speed. Finesse shots curl beautifully around keepers. Placement shots are all about accuracy, finding corners when the keeper commits. In crowded boxes, go for low-driven shots. They often sneak under the keeper's gloves. As matches go on, adaptability becomes key. Every opponent plays differently. If they press high, use quick passes and switch wings. If they sit back, build slowly and drag them out. When they overcommit, attack the empty space behind them. The best attackers don't play one fixed way. They read the game and change their rhythm. When upgrading or training your players, focus on what matters most. Wingers need speed and dribbling. Strikers need finishing, shot power, and positioning. Cams need vision and passing. Don't just chase OVR. Build the right chemistry for your style. Every team has its own attacking identity. Maybe you like wide, fast attacks, with overlapping fullbacks and low crosses. Maybe you prefer tiki-taka, short, smart passes, patient build-up, and surgical through balls. Or maybe you live for counters, lightning-fast transitions after stealing the ball. Even target man football with long balls and layoffs can dominate if executed properly. What matters is how well you understand your team's strength. That's how pros play. They don't just attack, they build their own rhythm, slow, calm, and then explosive. The most common mistake? Rushing. Many players lose the ball because they move too fast when there's no space. Slow down. Think. Build. The best attack is not always the fastest. It's the smartest. Every pass, every fake, every touch should have meaning. Late in the game, bring on fresh wingers. Their energy will break tired defenders. Change your rhythm. A small switch can turn the tide completely. So remember, start calm, stay patient, and finish sharp. Begin with short passes, move the ball to the wings, and test your opponent. If they press, switch fast. If they stay back, pull them out. And when the chance comes, strike with confidence. That is the real art of attacking in FC Mobile head-to-head. It's not about who has the higher OVR. It's about who plays smarter, who stays calmer, and who finishes like a pro. So next time you step on the pitch, don't just play to score. Play to build your story. Create your rhythm, play with intelligence, and finish with confidence. If this guide helped you understand attacking in a new way, make sure to drop a like, share it with your FC Mobile friends, and subscribe for more hidden secrets and real strategies. Until next time, my friends, keep attacking smart, keep playing with heart, and I'll see you in the next video.